Hi guys, it is Thursday, May 10th, and today has been a very slow day. It's what, 2:30 I think right now, but it rained the entire morning, and it also rained the entire night. So Jordi, first thing this morning, checked the van and the area in which we had a leakage a few days ago, I think a week ago, and that we fixed over the past few weeks, was dry, so the leakage there is fixed. But when we just entered the van, I saw some water on the countertop in the kitchen, meaning that one bracket that we had not sealed extra because we couldn't really reach it, that seems to have leaked over the night. So we'll see what we can do about that, and if that is indeed the area that has the leakage. But other than that, the other leakage is fixed, so it's yeah, a bit of a difficult situation. But today we are working on some finishing touches because while the weather isn't great, it's currently dry, so we hope that it will stay like that. But we don't have the most of the stuff for the wood burner yet, so we can't work on that. But I've got a couple of things to show you. Over the past 2 days we have bought some stuff and built some stuff, and I will show you all the items that we have, because on the day that I was a bit ill, we went to the store and bought a vent for the shelf above the batteries. So here we are, here's the vent. Jordi cut a hole in the middle of the shelf and painted it again, and then added the vent. And we basically added this because Jordi's dad wondered whether or not this might be a bit too hot for the batteries, because they don't really have any holes at the top to vent through. They do have some holes in that area to vent through sideways, but obviously the heat will rise, so that's why we added this. So on hot days we can take off the clothing that's stored on top, so that they can basically vent a bit better. So this shelf is now finished, and this can be installed, but this is obviously the shelf that we can take on and off to reach the batteries. So that's finished as is. And before we left Wageningen, Jordi cut these 3 pieces to size, and I still have to paint them white, but they will surround one of the cases that we built around the wheelbase, because that was not finished neatly yet, so that's just some finishing touches. Then this is one of the corner pieces that we'll have alongside the ceiling. Jordi cut that to size, so it is already ground in white paint, but we have to do another layer, another coat. And then Jordi's friend made this. Now this is something very special. This is a piece of oak that he cut at an angle, and that will finish off the area in the kitchen, so I'll show you that now. So because everything in this van is, well, curvy, and because it's quite difficult to build something that specifically fits such an area, we the structure here that holds the countertop protrudes a little bit, meaning that the countertop does not reach the wall that we built here. So we have this gap, and that had to be overlapped. So Jordi's friend, who popped in 2 days ago, knows a lot about this stuff and works with it on a daily basis. So he measured that all out and made something on the next day. So yesterday he brought this by, and we now only have to just finish it with a couple of coats of Osmo oil, which Jordi did once yesterday already. Since the material is oak, just like the countertop, it will blend in nicely, and then we will have a perfect finish along this line. Meaning that no water can seep into this gap either. And yeah, I think it'll look very good. I just added that second coat of oil to the oak, and then painted all of these things white. And Jordi is now working on this area, finishing off the frame for the wood burner. And he made a nice curved cut here. Now working on the small piece that will go there. And then those can be painted, and then it looks much more finished. So those pieces are now in place and they look very nice. Venus, you. And now Jordi is working on a cabinet to surround the cables here to protect them. So that's his project for the rest of this afternoon. And I'm going to paint the rest of all the stuff that Jordi saw this today. Now I'm just going to sand down these 2 pieces and paint all of these 3 pieces. That's just a part that has to go around the light switch area. And then everything will be the grey-green color. And yeah, then it all blends in nicely. And done. When we were adding the cork floor here, there was 1 piece missing, but we found it. It was under the wood burner. And that's supposed to go there. So, wish me luck in getting this in there. I'm not too sure if that's gonna work. And there it is. I just finished sealing the final 2 brackets on the van and thought I'd show you what that looks like. These 2 were actually quite easy to reach, and that's because we lifted the Max Air fan. And yeah, that eased the process a lot. I didn't think of that sooner, but the lid can be lifted, so a lot easier than I expected. But this is what it looks like. You can't really see it due to the lighting, but the sealant is easy to press down here. So this is sealed completely tightly. Then this bracket over on the other end, I used a simple tool that I could find in the shed just to press it down. Something with the edge of a screwdriver would work fine. And that fit through. So I first squirted enough sealant to reach halfway, then pressed that down, then did the same thing at the other end. And since beside these brackets we have quite a high ridge there, water can keep still here for a while if the van is standing still. So I sealed the entire bracket at the top as well, so that no water could stand there. And yeah, I hope that the sealant here is enough. So let's hope that this works and that we are done with all these leakages. Yeah. I'm happy with how this worked out. It was easier than expected, and last time I did this it was so stressful because it took hours and it was very hot, but today is a bit colder, so that's much better. Jordi just cut some more wood to finish off the area with the cables here. We're now just checking if it fits. If it doesn't, we will make some adjustments, and if it does, then I will paint that green, and then that also blends in with the wardrobe, so that's finished off nicely. It's now just about 8 o'clock. It's still bright out, but we are calling it a day once that's painted. And tomorrow we'll probably get up a little bit earlier because today we had a bit of a lie-in. Yeah, that's important sometimes as well. And it was raining the entire morning anyway, so we couldn't do any work outdoors. But we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully doing some more finishing touches, and not sure if we'll start on the wood burner. We'll see that then, but we will probably finally see whether the new leakage is fixed. So far it has rained once since I sealed it and it's still dry, so that's good news, and we'll see more tomorrow about that. But we'll see you again tomorrow, and thanks for watching again. Goodbye.